We are only 30 days away from the first play-scale Jango Fett Slave 1 in nearly 20 years. So I feel like today is the perfect time to go back and look at the set that set was based off of, which is the 2021 Slave 1. This set retailed for £45 in the UK, but the new Jango Fett Slave 1 is going to cost about £60. But it does have about 100 more pieces, as this one had about 570, and the new Jango Fett is looking to have about over 700. You only get the 2 minifigures in the set, which is the Mandalorian and Boba Fett, which are very nice minifigures, both of which have arm printing. Boba Fett is a bit inaccurate. I think he could have been a lot better, but the arm printing and overall detailing is very nice. The Mandalorian is also a very nice minifigure. This was the before the helmet upgrade. He has also got his standard Beskar armor, and was the standard Mandalorian minifig that we got for a few years. His arm prints are very nice, and overall detailing is really good along with Boba Fett. This minifigure did also come with a cape, but there was also variants with jetpacks and stuff, but I've kind of lost the cape, so ignore that. You also get a little side cart in the set, which I think is a really nice addition. The overall design of this thing isn't the best, and the 2025 variant of this is definitely a much bigger upgrade, as the new one looks to be able to actually hold the set up, whereas with this one, let me just show you. It is so angled, the piece on the bottom actually also does sustain some wear. Look at how it is bending ever so slightly. And it is also very insecure, the lightest tap. Okay, of course the time that I'm actually trying to show it, it just doesn't fall over. It has fell over numerous times, this stand. But of course the time I'm trying to show it falling over. Let's give it a little bit more force. Yep, that's barely anything and it's fell over. That shouldn't really be happening, but it's a 2021 set, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. And it is something that they have definitely improved upon in the 2025 variant. The actual Slave 1 is a very good build, and it's a nice template for the Jango Fett variant, although the Jango Fett one does look to be a little bit better. There's a carrying handle on the back, which I don't really think is necessary, but it's a nice addition, and it is something that the upcoming turbo tank doesn't have, which it really should. Although the general design of the Jango Fett Starfighter does look very similar, there are a few plate upgrades, as with this little wing area here. With that set, it actually turns with the model, whereas as you can see here, it doesn't. You have to take it out manually and then turn it around. I have to say it does look really cool like this, but it's kind of annoying that it just doesn't turn with the ship. That must be a very new play feature that they added, because it is also present in the UCS variant of the Jango Fett Slave 1. But I do appreciate that you can actually still change them on this set. A lot of the design also does use stickers, by the way, which actually don't look the worst in the world. The light bluish grey of the sticker doesn't match the light bluish grey of the set, which is kind of annoying, but that is something that is present in 2025 sets as well. There's a pair of stud shooters here, and this is the final time that we saw the old variants of stud shooters in a LEGO Star Wars set. The upcoming one has the newest variants, which I do think are a lot better, especially with the functionality. And they also just look cooler in my opinion. The new stud shooters are a lot better. But this was the last time we ever saw these old versions in a LEGO Star Wars set. But anyway, I'm not going to show you how they work. We all know how they work, and now it's 2025. At the front, there are some turrets that could also spin around. They are very poseable, but I just prefer to have them both down like that. The main play feature of the set is the ability to open up this little area here to reveal a actual minifigure that is frozen in carbonite. This is a stickered piece, but it does look really cool, and it is a very nice detail. It is a really cool sticker, and I don't really mind this one being a sticker, as it doesn't look bad, and the play functionality of being able to put it in there and act as if Boba Fett is delivering a bounty hunter mission. It's really fun. There is, of course, a cockpit which can open up, and it's very nice. There's a printed control panel as well, which is appreciated. You can only fit the one minifigure, whereas in the 2025 variant, it does look like you can fit in two, which is the Boba Fett and also the Jango Fett minifigure. Whereas here, you cannot fit both the Mandalorian and Boba Fett. You can only fit Boba Fett, and it is a kind of a shame. But I do like to see that they have upgraded on some things in 4 years. Overall, this is a very well-designed Slave 1. A lot of people were hating on the downsides, but I do not think this is the worst case of a downside set in LEGO Star Wars history. And for £45, I do think LEGO definitely delivered with this set. I think the value is there. And I do feel like if they did go back and make like the 2019 variant, that is a very big set. It just would have added to the price, and I don't think it would have been worth it. Whereas here, they did make a 45 Boba Fett starship, and then did include 2 nice minifigures and also a little carrying rack, which even though it doesn't work very well, it's a nice inclusion, and definitely adds to the overall value of this set, and it is still something that I used to hold up these sets till this day. And even though the 2025 set does look like an overall upgrade, I do still like this 2021 variant, and I'm very excited to get the 2025 Jango Fett Slave 1 to go alongside this one, as they will look absolutely amazing next to each other on my shelf. Anyway, all of this is why I'm going to give this set a 8.2 out of 10 in total. It's not the worst set, but it's not the best set. There is definitely a few areas that I covered in this video that definitely could have been better. And I also do feel like another minifigure would have been appropriate. I feel like Queel would have been perfect, maybe Fennec Shand. But the 2 minifigures isn't the worst in the world, and they do have hyper detailing with the arm printing and very nice helmets and head print. And yeah, 8.2 out of 10 for this set does feel appropriate. Anyway, let me think of this set, and thanks for watching. Bye.